Hi everyone, this is Jamela over at Viva La Vintage for your home. Thank you again for tuning in for another episode of Living the Lifestyle of the Thrift and Famous. I would love for you to join the Thrift Squad, so go ahead and click that subscribe button and you'll get all the videos and be inspired on how you can decorate your home on a budget. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you how the internet helped me develop my style and also create a new look that I love in my dining room. When we first bought the house, I had the dining room painted this gold tone color, which I thought was going to be nice, but however, that was a big mistake because the furniture blended into the walls. I kept the curtains but picked out a soft blue color out of them and brightened up the walls. And even then, I decided, nope, it's time to change the curtains, and I decided to add an area rug and hope that it would have grounded the space. Now, the look really did start coming together, but for some reason it just didn't quite feel like me. I needed a style or a look that would blend with my antique furniture along with my black art and also this Asian furniture. And believe me, I struggled trying to find what I was looking for, but it wasn't until I did a lot of research on the internet where I was looking at more styles and finding that I was gravitating more to an eclectic boho style. But it wasn't all so bad because my dining room was actually featured in the Flea Market Decor magazine, and when I opened up the centerfold, I was thrilled to see that it was my Fab and Frugal feature. And so I'm just happy that that happened. But after that, it was time for a change. I switched out the curtain panels and hoped that that would give me another look that I wanted, but no, didn't give me what I was really craving for. It wasn't until I put this vase of pampas grass in the room that I decided I want to infuse a boho style. And me putting that vase in there was not intentional. I just needed to move it out the way, and I said I like the style of that in there. So it was time again for another change. I saw this wall color on an Instagram follower and I fell in love with it and said I'm going to give it a try. It's called Shade Grown by Sharon Williams, and I think it really worked for me. So with a paint color and the crown molding, which again was inspired by the internet, that I decided this room is headed in the right direction of how I want it to look. I like how the furniture blends against the wall color and all the gold features that I have are popping out. So everything is not quite blended into the wall, but with the same wood tones in the furniture, it all kind of looks cohesive. Even with the different era of furniture in the room, it all kind of blends because the warmth of the walls and the wood tones all bring it all together. And never underestimate how the power of plants also helps in styling your room. I will admit that I did lose a few of my favorite plants in this room, but I kept trying and kept trying to get new ones in here, and so far they're all doing good. But the peace lily that was in the corner was it just died on me and I couldn't save it. But I do have others that are now filling in the space and they're growing well. Now don't forget, when you're creating your own space, that you have to pick things that are appeasing to your eye and items that you feel you could live with. I don't like buying furniture over and over again, and I don't like to buy into trends because they don't last long. And not to mention, it can be costly too if you're buying things over and over again. Now, take that away from plants because we're going to keep buying them until I get it right. That's me again, personally. Now keep in mind, I haven't really added any additional furniture other than the bar cart, but everything else that was in here I've already had. So a makeover to this extent was roughly about $350, which being the rug, the animal hide rug, was part of the budget. But paint and wall crown molding and also a new light fixture is all I really did in this room. I even felt confident enough after this makeover to submit it to apartment therapy, and it did get featured. But that is one particular site that will really either make you or break you. But I did get good reviews on it A couple of people didn't feel it, but that's okay because not everybody's going to feel your style. But don't let that deter you from creating the style that you want, because no one can say what looks good in your home because you live with it, not them. Someone even thought that I should have kept the other chandelier, but when I spotted this mid-century chandelier for $55, plus I had some prisms that would look fabulous on it, I needed to add that touch of glam into the room. The drapery were from my son's house. He no longer wanted them, so I needed something to soften up the drapery. And then when I spotted this one rod at a thrift store with the hooks for $5, I knew that would give it that elevated look for those panels. And the chinoiserie fabric on the chairs was gifted to me from someone who no longer needed the fabric, so that was a perfect blend. The pampas grass, plants, and my black art completed the look for the Afro chinoiserie boho style. Now, would this look be considered a designer flaw? I'm not sure. But the only flaw that I saw was when I first painted the room gold. But we all make mistakes, and that's what's going to happen when you're developing your style. Give yourself some room for making a mistake, and then you're going to correct it. But establish a mood board or find pictures that inspire you, and I hope this is one of the ones that inspired you. So can you mix Art Deco with mid-century? I think you can. And can you mix chinoiserie with Afro-Boho? I say you definitely can. So remember, free your mind and the rest will follow. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, drop me a comment, and don't forget to share. And thank you again for tuning in for another episode of Living the Lifestyle of the Thrift and Famous. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.